Good evening, Internet. It is I, Dr. Sun, here doing some more games in the Land of the Rising Sun. We're getting back to Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. Oh, great. I failed. Gonna have to remap all of our buttons. I've already started the application, so it's too late now. So hold on. I really wish it could just remember there's 4 joypads, so if I accidentally screw up, it should just be able to do it. Default joypad configure. Okay, there. Everything should be remapped the way I had it. Alright, well that wasted 2 minutes. You could have been 2 minutes late and had it right. You're right, I could have. Okay. Hi, Dalton. You all never call me with anything interesting. It was like people complained that the phone was removed from Ruby and Sapphire, and you tried to put it back in Emerald, and you did it poorly. Okay, we're in Slateport. How much soda pop do I have? We've been better, we've been worse. Alright, Chip. Sorry, just trying to get my shoes removed. Okay, so we can now head out onto the open ocean, all official like. Gotta catch Archie. But he's in a submarine, and we don't know how to go underwater. Okay, so yeah. Not only does this city have a horrible name, it's like completely irrelevant. Okay, since that's dark, you know you have to be able to dive to get in there, so we should head for Moss Deep. Indeed. These are who need to level up. We'll just switch from there. What? Why doesn't this turn into a double battle? Oh! A Gyarados. We literally have no way to kill this thing. Of course it was. There we go. Now that my feet are in a bit more of a comfortable position, I can actually maybe try to say things. Good job, Chip. Oh, that was Slateport. Damn it, Chip. I was like, we got Xatu, or, you know, it was a Natu at the time. It's like, we have a good flyer. And this is quickly proving not to be the case. Like a Pokemon that I'm pretty sure you didn't see, and you know, it was a Gen 2 edition that I'm pretty sure you didn't see until you fought the Psychic Elite Four guy. See, I'm kind of banking on people having tentacles. Alright. What do you got? See, these three are outpacing the other three. DK's in an okay spot. And that isn't... Yeah, he's not exactly an option for a Gyarados, because he's Dragon Ground. Oh no! Okay, but yeah, no. Had book club today. Only 3 people, including myself, showed up again, and one of those was the person running it. I already got you, bitch. Person running it barely read the book. I was the only one that finished it. The other person was halfway through. Okay. And I just realized Chip has no psychic attack, and even if he did... wouldn't matter. All right. Wingull. I am just floored that an Azumarill is MVP of this team. Yeah, man. But I already talked about the book last time I streamed, so... or at least sometime over the weekend. Because why wouldn't it fail over and over and over again? I was paying you a compliment, but now you're forcing me to, you know, waste an item on you. And I'm not happy about it. Yeah, look at how many wing attacks you have to take to the face. Not sure why it suddenly switched to quick attack. She said you'd be my pilot, dude. You're just gonna let me look at a map. Got you. Got you. Do not like it when it forces me to go south. That is why I hate the map. At least for the original incarnation of Gen 3, because you don't know what's blocked off. I already got you. I see. I see. I guess I'll give it a go. Of course it did. Of course it did. Getting tired of this shit. I hate fishing in this gen. A good rod pulling up Magikarps is not worth an old rod being able to pull up tentacles. I'm gonna get something eventually. Yay! Worst case scenario, we have to have a Chip use Peck. But rollout would not have been a good time for him. Okay, that's supposed to work on lower level Pokemon, so much for that. Nice to see that that's hitting every time. Thank you. That ain't good. Wilmer, the ball whale Pokemon. This Pokemon usually lives in the sea, can survive on land, although not too long. It loses vitality if its body becomes dried out. 6 feet tall, 286 pounds. Yes. See, I'm calling him Wally instead of Willy, but Wally's in this game, and Wally's the worst, so... Let me consult for outside help if she's readily available. Let's see. I'm drawing a blank here. I have a sea elf in NPC I made for one of my D&D campaigns. I named Baleen and spelled it differently, but that doesn't really work for a male whale. Trying to think of any like animated movies of the whale. I mean, there's Dory trying to do speak whale. I know there's some whales in Finding Dory, but I ended up seeing like the tail end of that somehow. So I need to watch it. Okay, it's a ball, and it's a whale. Whale ball. Ball whale. Basket, volley, admiral. Alright. It's shit, but this is his name for now. It could easily end up changing. Hi, Miguel. Oh my god. This is it? Is this Moss Deep? Okay, well then we technically get a capture for Moss Deep as well, but we're gonna need the better rod, which should be here, I think. Your little brother's is shit. Yes, it was probably me. I believe this is, what's his face's house? Steel Dude. Maizatu. Cool. I mean, that's nice if you're trying to do Pokemon contests. Alright, so we have to play games using wireless communication, but since the adapter's not hooked up... I might want Dynamic Punch, man, just not right now. That's 150. I need something to make sure it hits. Dynamic Punch is when you just feel like being a combo-y asshole. Liza and Tate. Not Liza Minnelli? Whatever. Okay, so the Super Rod... I thought the Super Rod was here, but it might be in Sidopolis. Well, we can make a few casts. Nothing, worst case scenario, nothing shows up. Ha. My name consultant has failed me. It's Scott. Sue, feeling good? I'm doing great. Heard Moss Deep's gym leader is pretty strong, so I decided to come take a look-see for myself. Something wrong about this town. People are going on about a warning letter and a space center. I don't think it concerns me in any way, though. I'm Scott. I don't give a shit about other people's problems. Good for you. Your little sister Sprite seems a little young to have a boyfriend. Just saying. I see. Wouldn't it be nice? Da, 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 da. Aha! Yes, it is super. Yes, I do want it. Thank you, mysterious Mr. Fisher guy. Alright. This is trash now, not. Not quite trash. Because sometimes you might have a better catch rate for something else on the good rod. Well, let's see if we can get anything interesting that's local. So the problem here at the gym is going to be a double battle, so we might be in a bit of a pickle. Trying to think, what else do I have to talk about besides reading me book? Let's see, I got the audiobook to Stephen King's Sleeping Beauties. Our book club's doing that in July. It's Stephen King. I'm getting a head start. It's apparently like 25-hour long recording and a 700-page book. I know when I looked at the synopsis, when I saw it was in stores, it was recently after I had started trying to read it, but it was a copy of a friend's and it kind of had to stay at their house. I remember it not particularly interesting me. The other problem with this one is it's co-written by Stephen King and then his son, Owen. And what I'm thinking is this is more of a James Patterson situation where even though Stephen King has first billing, Owen wrote most of this and Stephen King was just an editor. It's beautiful! Also, it's deadly to us. Yeah, I don't really think Eris can take it easy on this thing. Look at that, 98 attack. It's fucking amazing. See, if we didn't already have water covered, Eris probably would be getting replaced because I think Dark's off special attack, but Sharpedo's probably a bad special attacker too, so. Yeah, I think the best bet here is just going to be Dara and just start spamming Bubble Beam. Excuse me, and we do have a netball, so no time like the present. Let's see, what else do I have to talk about? This is what happens when you stream 3 days in a row. You run out of things to say. Shift to Peach so we can paralyze him. Or her, excuse me. Gonna ask my nickname person now. But no, Sharpedo's one of those Pokemon the bad guy used that's actually good, at least in my opinion. Yeah, not really going to be catching bugs at this point. Can I call Shark Jaws here? And I hate to say it, I've only seen the movie Jaws once, so I'm not really familiar with any of the female characters that might be in it. Oh, goodness gracious. What is the name of that actress in Sharknado that has no career anymore, and she turned her character's like a cyborg thing now because Sharknado lost all pretense of realism. Is it Tara? I want to see actors in Tara Reid. I have been reminded of the actress, though, that basically invented Bluetooth because she's better than us. My friend's quite a fan, so why not? It's better than Tara. Don't get me wrong, I like the name Tara, but in this case, with who we're naming it after. Blonde bimbo actress. Actress with actual scientific credentials. Oh shit, we can buy more. Take 11. 6. Sorry, spaced out. Yeah, and a couple of these. I mean, we have lava cookies. I'll buy like 3 of these, just in case. No, this is not a bad shop. We're not underwater yet, so we don't need any of those. But, you know, just having a net ball at all, it's good shit. Raw. Alright. So let's go figure out what's going on here with these death threats. Or whatever. Ah, there he is! Was it Steven? Okay, we actually remembered at the last second. Seeing his sprite helped, believe it or not. So, have you already read that proclamation? Or have you read that proclamation already? Line flub. Team Magma is coming after the rocket fuel on this island. don't know what they need it for, but they can't be allowed to take it. I'll keep an eye on things for a while longer. In the meantime, why don't you go check out the town? Alright. So Steven says, shit I need to know is in town. I would like to read the proclamation, though. Is that it on the table there? Says an intent to steal notice? Okay, right. This is Maxi. Yes, to the staff of the Space Center, how are you? We are doing fine. We will soon visit you to take your rocket fuel. Yes, that's right, all of your rocket fuel. Please don't try to stop us. We will take the fuel no matter what. Let there be more land. Sincerely yours, Team Magma. I might have embellished that a little bit. Cool. Get distracted by my own sweater. My mom bought me a... I guess you could call it an ugly Christmas sweater, but if the picture on the sweater is cool, it's kind of like the anti-ugly Christmas sweater. It's got Darth Vader on it, and, you know, typical Christmas fare, but at the bottom of the wreath, there's crossed lightsabers, and the pattern's got some tie advance mixed in with the snowflakes and stuff. And it lights up. There's Christmas lights on it that light up when I move. So, cleaning it's a bitch. But, for, you know, social situations, I'm quite fond of it. Okay, have we healed? No. We should do that. Okay. Yeah, see, the problem is Dara is really, really good. I was not expecting that. Usually a mono-type Pokemon, I've found an excuse to get rid of them by now. But Defense Curl rollout is just really devastating and really good coverage. Especially on a water type. Yeah, it's a Psychic Gym. Yo, how's it going, champion bound me? I don't know. Psychic type. Against them with fighting or poison type. They'll inflict horrible damage. They'll come at you with outstanding combination attacks. Oh my god. Well. Okay, so. Psychic types are weak to two things. Dark and bug. And I guess ghosts. So let's see what we got hanging around the old lookity box. We got a level 25 Shuppet. Should be pretty badass. With Insomnia. No good ghost attacks, though. And we've got we got Ketty here, the Sharpedo. Crunch built in, already level 31. Okay. I mean, yeah, Chip wouldn't take a lot of damage from psychic attacks, but his moveset is garbage. What TMs we got? Because having two different types would be good, just in case. We do have Shadow Ball. Because, yeah, having one Ghost and one Dark type would be pretty awesome. Okay, excuse me. We are going back to the Bulbapedias. Because we apparently closed it like a fucking idiot. Okay, we don't need this IMDb page for Sharknado anymore. I'm gonna see what's going on with Shuppets. Involved in the ban yet, which are still a ghost type. That's fine. How about a learn set from leveling up? Learns Shadow Ball on its own at 44. Would pick up Feint Attack at 37. But it evolves at 37 and then wouldn't learn Shadow Ball until 48. Okay, well, let's look at the gym here. Yeah, they are a lot. They have 2 more Pokemon in Emerald. That's how much more deadly they are to begin with. So, all right, and what level are they at? 42 would be where we're allowed to take this. So this would burn our Shadow Ball TM on a Pokemon that would learn it on its own in like 5 levels. So I don't really want to do that. So let's see what our other choices are. We may just end up doubling up here as long as it looks like that's not going to bite us in the ass. Nothing here would have any resistance to dark, so that should be fine. And nothing here gets screwed over by the subtypes, so that's fine as well. Okay, so let's see here. So first off, anyone that's just straight benched. Yeah, Peach. Okay, so we also have a Mighty Yena. A 28, that'll be an option. Okay. Yeah, I guess, yeah, if we use Dark type, they won't be affected by the Psychic moves at all, so... Since we have the option. So you got Hurts the Touch, Rough Skin, or lowers foe's attack, which would only work on the first 2, and they're all Psychic types anyways, so it basically just nerfs their ground and flying type moves. Or Rock if we end up switching in and out. Level 31, JV has no bug type attacks. I can see if we got a bug type TM hanging around, but that's harder to get in these earlier gens. Get out of here, you hack. So we are going to go train on the ghosts in Mount Pyre. Before we get out of here, Chip, are you able to fly here? It's like, oh, you use the Pokemon Center. I know. I do not want to have to surf all the way back out here. So yeah, if their Pokemon are 41, 42, we want to be like 39 before we go take on the trainers in that gym. We just want to hang out in the tower itself, because that should be nothing but Shuppets and Duskulls and the like. I believe Duskull's this generation. But I've been wrong before! But no. If I'm getting her name right here, Hedy is named after Hedy Lamarr, which is actress. She's from Europe originally. And she invented a way to basically stop the jamming of radio-controlled torpedo signals, which basically was like, somebody looked at it and was like, hey. And now we have, that might be useful for, short distance device connectivity. And it turns out it was. And now we have Bluetooth. It's not a lot. This is going to be painful. It'd be harder to train the ghosts, because we could train against other ghosts, but that's just suicide. Oh my goodness. This evolved from Carvana, right? Oops. Well, we've made that mistake once, which means we need to fix it. Is Crunch the only attack we have? Because the thing with Hetty is we could also train her against anything weak to water. Yeah, that's the only attack we have. Screech and Focus Energy are going to be more useful, so we are going to get rid of Scary Face. We're just going to teach her Surf, because that's ridiculous. There. That way we're not out of attacks when we're out of Crunch. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll use up the Crunch here, and then we'll use up Eris's Crunch, and then we'll probably go climb us a mountain. Because if we head into Team Magma's base, there'll be a lot of high-level things that are weak to water, and that should be a bit faster leveling. So like I said, I'm wanting 39 when we head to the gym. And then we can level them both to 42 before the fight if they haven't got there already. We'll probably have Eris take point because it'll be easier to level Hetty. I just thought this would be good XP because of, you know, oh, it's further on in the game. It's Ghost-type Pokemon. So it gotta be good XP, right? It's okay. I gotta make sure to give you all a few extra minutes because I had to configure the damn controller. Okay. Let's see, what else do I have to talk about? Well, Hedy Lamarr is featured in 2 TV shows that I quite like. One of them's been canceled. That's Timeless on NBC. It's getting like a sort of a holiday special movie so they can at least, you know, end off end the show. Basically, NBC's like, you know, here's like half a season's budget and they can spend it all on one movie. I mean, hey, if we're lucky, the movie will do really well and maybe the NBC will make more or somebody else will pick it up. But they, you know, it's a bunch of people, yeah, it's a secret organization trying to go back in time and control the world by changing history, and then that organization who made the time machine they're using, it's trying to stop them. With the help of the US government. So initially they're trying to not change history, but then they start doing that. Only in little ways, nothing where it would be, you know, super relevant. Excuse me. But one of the things they do is, yeah, Hedy Lamarr, despite being a, you know, successful scientist and famous actress, never exactly was super wealthy. So she let her patent lapse on what was turned into Bluetooth, so she made no money off of it. So what one of the characters does is tell her to hold on to the patent, and then they go back in time, and she does. So then she has a company that she founded that was still in existence and made quite a bit of money. Then Legends of Tomorrow is the other show I like, where she's featured. And while she's filming a movie involving Cleopatra, playing Cleopatra, she's upstaged by the actual Cleopatra. No. Was it actual Cleopatra? No, it was Helen of Troy. So this kind of messes with her confidence. So then the time machine they used to get to there, to fix the time anomaly they're detecting in the first place, which was Helen of Troy, slowly stops functioning because a good chunk of the technology in there is based off of shit that Hedy Lamarr came up with. Oh, it doesn't even... Okay, so Eris doesn't even have crunch. It's bite. So we'll come back to this then. Because the XP here is not as good as I wanted it to be. Okay. Because he's all like, look around the island. And I'm all like, I don't see shit, Steven. Yeah, we go... We have dig on DK, so... Sorry, spaced out there a little. We want to go to Lava Ridge. And I know we may not need healing. What I'm trying to do is move our teleport location here. That way all we have to do, dig out of cave, teleport down here, rinse and repeat. No easy matters there. Got lucky. We didn't need to do that. Yeah, for example, there's something that's a little annoying. Teleport doesn't do that in Pokemon Go. Or Pokemon Let's Go. Would love to be able to skip that animation, but we're going to be seeing a lot of it, I think. Sorry, I forgot to warn you. Thanks, Granny. Okay. What we might do is move Surf and Crunch temporarily in position. Shouldn't matter if we accidentally forget to move Surf, because 3 out of the 4 Pokemon on her team are weak to it. That's the other way to approach this, would be to use a water type. I'm just trying to make sure that half the moves in her arsenal are going to be useless. It's like we got lucky enough for this to be our catch on Moss Deep City, so let's make the best of it. And then we got a Wailmer on the route. So that was maybe not the best thing to do, but... Hey, that's 356. Yeah, but it does not really matter how deep we go, because I just dig to get out, teleport to go back to heal, and then the long part is looping back up the cable car. Oh, see, there's 644. So as long as it's not a Geodude, we're happy. Gosh dang it, Geodude. So yeah, for now, we'll switch those two. So yeah, give me Torkles, give me Gravelers. Camerups. I don't know if they're actually down here, but... The last thing I want to see is low-level Geodudes. Sure. Normally I'm more of a focus energy person, but I'm just going to say this is probably better. Is with this setup, keeping Screech. Moved out of habit. Again, no Geodudes, please. Geodudes need not apply. I mean, I think they're worth more than the Shuppets, but that's not saying much. Thank you. Hold on! That's right. So I guess the next game I'll be playing is Platinum. Because we've certainly gotten far enough in this one that I'm not going to restart it. If we fail, it'll just be a failed Nuzlocke. We might go back to it later. Ah, there we go. XP. Like I said, it's like just not Geodudes. I don't think I'm asking for much here. Now, I'm not looking forward to the after gym training. We're going to have to train everybody up to 40. And there really isn't a good place to train DK. It better. It's like, dude, you're lucky you're worth a lot. You wasted an entire encounter for me in here. Okay, so DK gets us out. And chip. It's like I'm a little miffed I don't have XP share by now. I'm guessing I missed it. And now we go for what will hopefully be 15 non-Geodude KOs. But now, unfortunately, we know Torkoal's got a 25% chance of using Protect. And that's always annoyed me that that's been a priority move. But you're talking to somebody that doesn't use the move, so I'm biased. Oh boy, it's a Geodude. No one asked for you. I don't know why I'm suddenly so tired. It's like, yeah, wish this would happen when I, you know, actually wanted to go to bed. Because I got work tomorrow. And that's, you know, well, yeah, we all got work tomorrow. I know. But I'm fairly certain my assignment is going to be show up and do nothing. I don't even know why he requested tester support. Frankly, I'm a little upset that he did. It's like, you know you don't need me. It's like, you're literally requesting me to be there because somebody says you have to. There we go. So Torkoal's even worth more than that, but like I said, I'm not going to get greedy. Just don't give me Geodudes. What did I just say? These things are a waste of water. But it's faster and more efficient to take what I can get than trying to get a better spawn. Thank you. But no, okay, yeah. Here's a perspective I can come from at my book, from reading my book, for the book club book, anyways. So the book is set in 1988. That's the year I was born. I like the 80s, but I like the 80s by proxy. I didn't grow up with any of it. Both of the women there went to high school in the 80s. So they could confirm for me that things like this school during its Spirit Week had a slave day in South Carolina. This was a thing. It's like, okay. Torkoal, buddy! If you're gonna do that, I'd rather run into 2 Geodudes at this point, looking at the average XP. Come on! But no, I was right. This was much faster. Excuse me. Sadly, it won't work for Eris, and we don't have a Carvana or anything for me to, like, cheese it and do double Sharpedo meta. Okay. Well, we should have Hetty where we want by the end, at least. May just take a while for Eris, being the goddess of chaos and all. Oh, my capture card is on the floor. It's not being used for this, but give me a moment. There's no reason for me to leave it in this state. It's already acting up. There we go. Woo! See, you can be that guard. Ha 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 ha. Dude. Yes. Okay. Get me out of here! Sorry. Another thing we should probably try to do is re-nickname DK, because I don't even remember why he's called that. Sorry. Yeah, I remember, yeah, last Nuzlocke we were very careful about where we healed for a while so we could just teleport back from grinding and then go back out. Save some time. God, yeah, sorry, yeah. Kind of just spaced and started wandering whatever direction I felt like. Ah, it's a wall. Yeah, let me on, let me on, let me on, let me on, let me on. Woohoo! But no, so it was interesting to get perspective in such, you know, that that the book was accurate. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, Elseworld events happening in DC, like what, this week, I think? Or is it next week? I think it's next week. No, it might be this week. Yeah, because, yeah, it's this week. I'm behind, because I watched the stuff on my parents' DVR. Now, I could be downloading it, and if, you know... And I used to do that to keep up with a bunch of different television. But yeah, it is not the, you know, most fun thing to do in the world nowadays. Even though my methods haven't changed too much. Thank you, Rambler. Kind of spazzed out there. Now, Torkel, you have one job. Thank you. Whee! Okay. Yeah, it's got to be Graveler, at least give me one from the higher end, like that one. So now, just with when we got to the gym and the fact that I'm not seeing Team Magma hanging around. And the gym appears to be open. The next thing we have to do is the gym, so... And I haven't exactly looked at Hetty's moveset because she keeps like, oh, she has Crunch. What else? Yeah, what else do I need? Well, something better than having just 3 non-attacks. It's like, okay, Surf. And she learned to Slash, so we got my usual preferred complement, 3 attacks and a non-attack. Excuse me. I probably should make some Gatorade after this. Gotta hydrate. No, he got me. It's a Geodude. I cannot express just how happy I am that this is a Geodude. Like I said, the plan is get them both 39, lead into the gym with Eris, and then if Eris gets to 42, then switch to Hetty. After that, if they both hit 42, then Eris, because... Oh no, after that, if they both hit 42, then let's see. Yeah, probably Eris, because Eris is going to continue to see use, and Hetty will not. But no, this should be a pretty good combination, because if they try to use any physical ground or moves, flying especially, I think is going to be what part of the problem is there. Is rough skin will damage the physical attackers, and then pressure will cause any of the good moves that they do use to be twice as costly. Hardy nature. So not very defensive. Yeah, out of surf, so. Well, we're already there. Heal me. I bought plenty from you, old lady. I'm not quite sure what I was doing there other than running on autopilot. Oh, goodness. That's what we want. No! Torkoal! Bad turtle. Yeah, I guess the one thing with Aeris is we're starting from a higher level than Hetty, but only by 2 levels, so... But it's like, for, why not just level Hetty to 41? Well, like I said, Aeris could get too high a level. And this way, if there's just, I don't see there being a matchup. Yeah, if there's a bad matchup, they'd both be bad at it. But like if, for some reason, I need to pull Aeris out, I have that option. Yeah, if it's a dual-type Psychic, yeah, I might be able to use another team member, but this way I know I have somebody. $37. Made a lot of progress, so I'm just going to save it, just because I'm paranoid. Ah, yes. Let's see. I picked up, Saints Row 4 re-elected for the PlayStation 4. Now, some of you might be saying, but Dr. Sun, don't you have that for PC? And I do. But I've got a buddy with a gaming PC that doesn't play a lot of games on his gaming PC. So he wants to do multiplayer, and I'm like, dude, I don't have that for console. So we did Fallout 76. I rented it, and he bought it from GameStop and abused their return policy. And if the game goes free or really cheap, then I'd probably pick it up. Because that's about what it's worth. It's like, hey, did you ever want to play, a open world Bethesda game with your friend? It's like, yeah, well, here you go. You can kind of do that. But no, I've never played Got Out of Hell because it's got a co-op mechanic you can use, and I was gonna play that with another friend, and then he went and had a child, so. Sorry, Navarre Gaming, I'm calling you out again. Well, now everybody has different wants in life. And we're lucky if we get any of them. Yes, me, I have to subsist in my entertainment. Because I didn't get the job I wanted. And if I had to tell younger me what I was doing for a living, they'd probably be cool with it. I'm 30 years old and have only had one girlfriend in my entire life, and that was a disaster. So, that's in shambles. I won't go too much into that pity party on here, because nobody wants to listen to that shit. And thus far, my creative endeavors, Twitch streaming and writing, haven't really gone anywhere. I'm a middling dungeon master, so that's something, I guess. Did I lose count of the surf? Not quite. Okay, good. Okay. So basically 38 at this point. We're practically there. Okay. Here we go again. I expect to have to take the cable car at least one more time after this. Had my phone on ring this entire time. Hopefully it didn't do anything too terribly annoying. Put it on silent for book club, and then I'm like, okay, I can take it off silent now. Not putting two and two together that, hey, idiot, you're streaming soon. Excuse me. Well, if you give me enough to level up, I won't be mad that you showed up. Oh. Shouldn't give me such a low level Geodude. Well, the higher level ones did what, 350? Still wouldn't have quite done it. Oh, this'll do it. Taunt. Taunt the foe and right, and only using attack moves. I mean, we are going to be in a double battle. Alright, let me see what dark is considered and we'll make our decision. Because it's not till Gen 4 that they do the special physical split. Product changes in Gen 4. All dog dealing moves with special. Yeah. Get rid of that shit. Screech only helps slash in that case, and I'm really going to use it in that manner. Unfortunate. That seems to be the only move she's going to learn. Hey, we taught her surf. And both attack stats are good, it's just the physical attack stat is slightly better. Excuse me. Alright. Sorry, kind of spaced out there. Just think about how in Let's Go, first time you go through Viridian Forest, some trainer's like, hey, somebody told me there was a Bulbasaur in here, but they didn't have a... And then you beat them, they're like, well, they didn't have a Pokedex to prove it. I'm like, oh, well, they must have been lying. Because that's not on the Viridian Forest spawn list. And the only difference I'm seeing here is we've added Oddish. And I believe in the original Pokemon Yellow, the rare Pikachu spawn was substituted with a Pidgeotto. Didn't do that this time. Haha! Nearly there. Okay, we might be able to get out of this without having to come back up here one more time. Alright, as I've said, if you gotta show up, make it a high level one. Alright. Not happy with you, buddy. Because I had to come back here because too many Geodudes showed up. I'm not going to be a happy camper. Come on, Grapplers and Torkoals are things that I haven't ran into yet. Yeah. Not really happy, but we'll see what happens with our XP. That's something else I've been doing. Finally got New California installed and working. The version I had through Nexus's new mod manager, Vortex, wasn't working. So then I tried to remove that version while simultaneously installing one directly from the Nexus website that was the newest patch. And that screwed up a bunch of the textures. So then I had to reinstall the mod again. After that, it worked fine. Okay, so we're at 39. Hey, that did something. By that I mean, you know, we're not going to be grinding up two different Pokemon. I think I have the Thief. That's 4,100. Okay, yeah, no, Bite's decent. It's just not as good as Crunch. I can't really think of anywhere else to train, so... So I'm not going to fish anything up, so the only other option would be like surfing near Moss Deep, and those levels really vary. And we'd be trying to brute force our way through with the strength of the move. More than anything else. I also wouldn't really want to take the time to Swords Dance, but hey. Yeah, we have a similar setup here on Eris that we did with which we got rid of on Sharpedo, which is we have Swords Dance, but it only affects strength. Well, if we get better moves, or end up, you know, Eris joins our Elite Four team. Oh, goodness gracious. It's an evolved form we're going to try. Worth it. And I'm trying to catch Glooms in Let's Go so that I can make the one that I have stronger. Yeah. Gloom I had, I was from an Oddish that I caught for I had a stat judge, so it was not great stats. See, I'm willing to mess with EVs when all I have to do is press a couple of buttons and I can see them. Okay, here we go. Yeah, and I'd climb the mountain, but all that really does is I add Duskull to the spawn list, and then a bunch of other shit that isn't weak to dark. Okay, that's better. You know, They're on that high end. So yeah, they're worth about as much as Geodudes, which is why I'm glad we adjourned to the Magma Base. There we go. May not make it to 39 today, but definitely next week. You're not talking out your ass, aren't you? There's a stream next week? Okay. Yes, there's a stream next week. Yeah, next week will be the last week on my schedule. Will there be any streams for some time? I will be away for the holidays. Haha! Yes, part of what I'll be doing is I never quite finished reading Frankenstein for the book club. Didn't help that some smug asshole showed up to ruin it, but I believe I already talked about him. Basically, he has so much of a best way to phrase this, emo gothic orgasm over Frankenstein that he apparently feels the need to show up at any book club in the area talking about it and just gush. $401, yeah! There we go! Give me those, Shuppet. But yeah, no. Shadow Ball will be what we bust out if we somehow horribly fail this gym. It'll be it and a water Pokemon, because I don't know if we have any other grass at this point. It used to be all we had. Okay, so we got about, I'd say, 15 minutes left since I had to do some beginning of stream maintenance. So I don't see us getting to 39, but we should get to 36. There. Yeah, I guess I'm just not used to wool. It's making my, my wrists itchy. Couldn't find the word. That's embarrassing. Alright, so that should be 35. And we'll see if we can get to 36 in the next, like, 14 minutes or so. 13 minutes. Yeah. We'll see where the XP bar lay by the time we're done here, and might do a little bit more just to minimize what we're doing next week. So yeah, we're not going to be finishing Emerald before my Christmas break. It's just not the nature of a Pokemon game, especially endgame. And we may end up doing what we did last time and just doing off-screen grinding for the elitist of 4. As you know my policy there, we are allowed to level to the ace of the final member of the Elite 4. After that, it's whatever XP we get off of we get off of the Elite 4 plus whatever rare candies we've managed to squirrel away. Jeez, I'm sorry that I keep doing that. Whee! Sorry, I got trapped inside my own head there for a second. That's a dangerous place to be. Trust me. Okay. "10 minutes to get to 36. Can we do it?" Thank you, Shuppet. I'm glad you think so. And, oh my goodness. Let's see here. Yeah. Public library security systems. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Because, yes, they have security devices on things so that you don't just freaking steal them. It's ridiculous. Small town where I went to high school, worked at that library. No security devices. No security system beyond locking the doors. Sorry, it took too long. We learned strength. Okay, so it looks like we have 4 bite left, and then we're out of super effective, and normal moves can't hit this thing. So I guess what we will do is use up these bites and then go try to get DK's name fixed. So I'm cheating you out of a little time. That's because by the time we got out of here, I mean, yeah, we could possibly dig out of here to save ourselves a few steps, then teleport back. Then we'd have to come back out here, and by the time we did that, it'd basically be time to stop, so. We'll get a little bit of XP to make our job next week easier. But, you know, 2 levels and change shouldn't be too hard with what we've been getting off the Shuppets. So, the reason we weren't able to do both Pokemon this session is we spent about the first 45 minutes getting to Moss Deep and looking around it, taking care of catches out that way. Alright. So we should have, what, 1 bite left? Yeah, so this will be the last fight for the day, unless we happen to run into something else. Okay. So, can we dig our way out of here? Can we teleport our way out of here? Okay, just curious. So we gotta fly anyway, so I think the name radar's in Slateport, but there's no reason to not check. And really, I hope subsequent games carry over the Ono-mancer? That's what they call him in Japanese? We don't want quotes, we want locations. Hoenn, Slateport, near the contest hall / battle tent. Ah, okay, so it's the battle tent in Emerald and the contest hall in Ruby, Sapphire, Omega Ruby, and Omega, and Alpha Sapphire. Okay. Get me out of here! Okay, so let's look at a Pokedex entry here. Ant Pit Pokemon. Okay. Okay, so it has a hard time flipping itself back over, and its big jaws eat rocks. Gorons eat rocks, and they have hard times flipping themselves back over. I'll stick with the D. Tee-hee-hee. Rate it now! I demand it! This one. So I'm not a Breath of the Wild guy, so we're going with the classic. How fortunate for me. I don't have another stop to make. Note mats. Alright, so nothing we want. Actually, thought there were more TMs for sale there than just the two. This upsets me. Well, here we go. Brace yourselves. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Alright, well that brings what we're doing to a close for the evening. If you like to watch... Let's try this again. If you like to watch little profile art and we're going to representing corner of the stream, let us know when this is continuing this Pokemon adventure. You want to see any previous legs of this journey or anything else I'm playing, check out the Dark Sun YouTube channel. If you're interested in the stream, like today, check out Dark Sun Facebook page, Dark Sun's team group. If you're interested in other things to do, go to our website and tell them it's because it's free. It's darksun.com, darksun.com. I got fan fiction on the window expanded on content, so point one up through, like myself. Schedule! Sorry, didn't think we had. Tuesday, it's a makeup day. I'm gonna try to play Xenosaga Episode 2. But, I don't like the game very much anymore. I've been hanging in there as best I can, and it's just getting to me. I can't. But we're trying. So Wednesday's the actual way back Wednesday stream when we play Xenosaga Episode 2, so we'll start with trying to fight Orgulia? Orgulis? Something like that. Weird, sexy nun with multiple personalities that uses some kind of device to restrain one. I guess it's more of a split personality. Thursday. It is makeup day, but we don't need it. We got, yes, let's see here. We made up Kingdom Hearts on Saturday, and we made up Pokemon on Saturday. And we did the normal Sunday stream. So, yeah, literally the only stream we've missed that we haven't made up is Xenosaga. So, we'll see what happens. So we miss Xenosaga tomorrow, and Dungeons & Dragons may easily cause me to miss it. It's not going to happen. So, Thursday, makeup day, hopefully you don't need it. Friday! It's the... Wow. Brain fart. It's Final Fridays with Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. We've hit level 80. We beat Sephiroth. So the list of things I have left that I actually want to do is very tiny. I would like to beat the new Axel boss, since the first time you fight him isn't exactly a good representation of his abilities. I guess you technically fight him more than once, but this is a redo of the fight inside the mansion basement. And I want to finish the Colosseum, because we need to do that to unlock the super secret final boss. And then after all of that nonsense, if we still have time during a stream, we will take our new powers against the redos of the other organization fights and see if we stand a chance. But I'm not going to max level to beat these guys to get items that I don't need. Excuse me. Saturday, it's makeup day. Hopefully we don't need it. Sunday, it's Sunday stream. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. #FE. We are taking on the Shadow Dragon. That is literally all we have left to do. We could have done it last week if I wasn't a fucking idiot. That's me for you. So, that brings us back to Monday. Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. We got to get Eris up to 39. Then go clear out the gym of random trainers. And then if they're not both 42, get them up to 42, and then kick some gym ass. And if we got time after that, and wherever the wind may take us. We need Dive. We need to get into Sidopolis. I mean, Pacific Log Town is there. I hate that town. Just because of the name. But there's nothing important there as far as I know, so... Don't really ever intend to head down that direction unless we need to hunt down a submarine. So, yep. Oh, yeah. Psychic Gym. Then find that submarine. You know, and whatever we need to do in between. Okay, so, like I pointed out, I am going on vacation, and that is going to be next week. So, I am leaving on Wednesday the 19th. So, if we rage quit Xenosaga this week, that means there's just going to be no stream Wednesday, because I don't want to start and do one session of a new game and then just leave. Because we wouldn't be playing it next Wednesday for sure, because that's the day after Christmas. So... Yes, so the Pokemon stream that I announced should be the last stream I do before going on winter vacation, unless I decide I need Tuesday for a makeup day for something. There will be no streams. Just to make my life easy, we're just going to say there will be no streams the week of Christmas. So there will be no streams from Sunday the 23rd to Saturday the 29th. I should be back home by Sunday the 30th to start a brand spanking new game from the last couple of console generations. I've got a couple of things in mind, but as I've said before, I take requests as long as what you request is a JRPG or a spin-off of a JRPG that you think might interest me. So, that should be all the business that I need to take care of. So until next time, I'm Dr. Sun, and keep on playing those games, Land of the Rising Sun. Good night, everybody. always hit the wrong button.